And I don't drink tea no more. I drink cocoa. Ow, hot, ow. Ow. Oh, that's gotta be unhealthy to drink every day of the month. Right now it is day 2 on the calendar, and right now we're playing Bound by Strings. 1952, present day, 3 years ago, the serial killer known as the doll maker killed his first victim on Christmas Eve in a small town of Limbridge. Every year on Christmas Eve, a body appears in the town's main square. The latest victim is Rick Pond, a town institution. Now they've sent out their best and brightest to solve it. May I help you? Police, are you a detailer? Yes, I am. Where were you yesterday evening? I was here, like always. And you don't notice anything unusual next door? Did something happen? Rick Paul was found dead this morning, murdered. You don't seem surprised. You live here long enough, you'll find nothing surprises you anymore, especially when it comes this early in the year. Early? It's already December. Look, your neighbors are dropping like flies, and you don't want to ask why. You know something, don't you? If you're afraid of something, or someone, we can protect you. We've handled worse. You won't believe half the things I've cleaned up in this town. You just give me a name, I'll give you peace of mind. The tailor studies him. He's the old and wise to the detective's young and naive. He almost looks rueful. I highly doubt that, detective. The detective knows something fishy, and he's not ready to concede yet. How many more have to die before you say something? If you really want to know, perhaps I can show you. The tailor is all of a sudden by the door to the back room, hand outstretched, and the detective considers momentarily, then follows after. Have a seat, detective. What is this? The truth you seek. I don't have time for this, Taylor. I've got a case to solve. I may know the culprit. The truth you seek, detective, it has a way of pulling men apart. Then you've been talking to the wrong men. You think you're different, detective. I always finish what I start. Very well. Take a seat, and I'll show you. Before the detective realized, he is seated in front of a puppet stage. The tailor flicks his wrist. Christmas! After drinking all that eggnog. Ugh. Okay. Pick a bottle. Ugh. Me every morning, pretty much. Drink, glop, 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 glop. Hey, no drinking on the job. Good, you're here. We've got a situation. There was a missing persons report for Officer Carey this morning. Partner called in when she didn't hear from him in several days. I want you to run point. See what you can find. I'll start by talking to Maria, the evidence clerk, and checking out a piece of evidence one of our guys found. She's just standing by the board on the wall. Really think Carey just vanished? I think he saw something he shouldn't. Now it's your turn. That's very motivational. Officer Carey is working on this board before his disappearance. Detective studies the mess of notes and crime scene photos. Look at the evidence. A small piece of bloody jewelry found on the scene of crime. A dead man found in town square, leaded marks on his neck, wrist, and ankles. He was investigating something. Hi, Maria. Mind if we see the evidence from the recent homicide file? Sure thing, detective. Please give me the authorization code. Mind if you give me a pass this time? Please give me the authorization code. The evidence clerk behaves like Joe D. of Lake Logai fame. Won't let him have it. Damn, completely forgot the code. I can't let the sergeant know about this. Just give me a sec. I remember I had the code written behind the armchair cushion at the back. Okay. Ooh. Bing. Right. Look at that. Do have something written on there. The back. Oh, that's a good code. Look here. Hey. I knew this was a good place to write the authorization code. And a good code as it is. Please give me the authorization code. 1234 5243 9054 8008. Perfect. Alright, detective. Here's the evidence you are looking for. Now let's go see what this is all about. Looks like some blooded cuffling. Someone's gonna need this for their fancy evening out. Let's turn this to the evidence. Good stuff. This evidence is one step closer to finding out our culprit. This is one of our own, detective. Bring him home. And take the kid. The name's Buddy. You and the kid should investigate Gary apartment close by. The landlord seems to know something that we don't. Sounds good, Sarge. And with that, get out there and bring back our guy. Got it, Sarge. Okay. Morning, partner. How'd you sleep? Me? I slept fine. Oh, I like your coat. It looks warm, too. Buddy's an odd duck. Right. Do you know anything about Officer Carey? Who's Officer Carey? And unless... You're always this cheerful. Only when I'm supposed to. Just what happened to Officer Carey? This clerk gives me the chills. You trust what happened to Officer Carey? Everyone acting like Carey just vanished into paperwork. Cops are great at pretending not seeing things. Occupiable haze. Does that include you? What? Me? I'm practically blind. You're on your way to be a great cop, kid. This clerk gives me the chills. Does that evidence clerk ever blink? I don't think she's designed for it. Designed? Sorry, trained. Definitely trained not to. Right. Let's get to it then. Alright, kid. Let's hop to it. See the apartment. Looks like we're at Officer Carey's place, partner. We should talk to the landlord and ask him a few questions. Alright. Perhaps he may know something worth it. Detective and Buddy arrive at the apartment complex. Accompanying them is the landlord, who seemingly does not enjoy the presence of two. Alright, boys. Here we are. Apartment 1D. So, when was the last time you saw Officer Carey here? Week or so, maybe. He ain't here much. Gotta be honest. And you never have any problems with him? Of course not. We're simpatico, he and I. Right. You ever hear anything from Officer Carey's place? Arguments? Visitors? Nah, never. Well, until recently. Recently? When? A couple nights back, I heard floorboards creaking after midnight as I was moving some boxes up here. Explains the mess. Did you check on him? Not my business what people do behind the doors. That's how you stay out of trouble. Yeah, but sometimes trouble leaks through the drywalls. Huh? Not here, it don't. I make sure of that. Someone else living up there? Empty unit. Must be leaking pipes. Let me open the door for you, gentlemen. Thanks. Okay. I think it's best to investigate this box. Oh, yeah, put that there. Right, this box. What we really want to look at. Well, I'll be. There's cash in here. Might have to take that. Looks like there's some cash left in the pile of junk. Would you look at that fat stack of cash? Alright, guess we don't really need that. Hey, that was some good probbing, buddy. You did good. Thanks, partner. I don't know about the landlord guy. Smells a little fishy to me. How about we have a look inside Officer Carey's place to see if we can find any leads. Oh my. Alright, we're good. Everything is under control. This got really turned into a mess. Oh, don't mind me, detective. Last time you saw Carey. Where were you when you last saw Carey? In this building. Came down for his mail. Looked like hell. Say anything. Huh? Why would I? Doesn't concern me at all. This place looks like a mess. Does it look like a mess? It's been ransacked. You wouldn't suppose Officer Carey was responsible for this. How would I know? I wouldn't be surprised if he did some things in his weird books. Leave. I'll keep looking around. Be my guest. Alright. So something about these books are off-putting. Detective takes notes of the overdue bills and jumble of recipients from the bar in the book with the weird title. A mess as if someone had ransacked the place. Man, what a mess. Doesn't look very simpatico. Maybe the landlord got sick of bleeding cash and offed him. You're getting way ahead of yourself. I'm just saying, we have motives and means. It's thin. It's something besides. It's always that person and the middle suspect. I'll go ahead and do some digging. Looks like Carey's in a lot of debt. Unpaid rent and bar recipient. Carey was circling the drain. I guess everyone else got a breaking point. Some folks just hit it sooner. You ever hit it yours? Can't afford to. The landlord seems like he's hiding something. Maybe there's something we can use to get some info from him. I should show Buddy any important evidence I find in this room. Yeah, I'll show you, boy. Yeah, this lamp is evidence. We gotta use this as evidence. I'll show you soon enough. Get over here. Oh. Hang on, I just threw it into the wall. See? Books. Now this is evidence. Mangora's Mask, Moon Harder. So we got a Majora's Mask book. That's nice. We got, what is this? Looks like a piece of a note. This might come in handy. See? It's a Zelda fan. Detective Carey is a... Officer Carey is a Zelda fan. There. Really good game too. Majora's Mask. This is evidence, child. I'll show you the rest of the evidence once I come around to it. Dismiss! Nope, this is the chair. Yeah, let's put that back. See? Been cake and cookies. Or not. These aren't cookies. I'll be. Get ourselves a bunch of paper. Perhaps if I put it in order. Hang on, I just need to reach that one. Well, that was easy. Looks like Officer Carey owned the landlord some money. He should really save his cash and lay off the booze. Let's take this to our old buddy. See this? Look at that, the landlord left. He knows we're on sim. See this? This is evidence, kid. Might learn a thing or two. Hmm? Well. Looky here, buddy. Detective reveals the eviction letter from the landlord. Looks like the landlord had something to do with Officer Carey's disappearance. He really wanted Officer Carey gone for a while. He'll hand him the evidence, and let's see what he has to say about this. Alright. No. There. No, I don't want the lamp. I want the eviction notice. I never thought I would say that, but here we are. Let's confront this to the landlord. What's this? Well. If it isn't liar, pants on fire, you were trying to evict Officer Carey. It ain't like that. I only wanted correction is all. For the money he owed. Promise. So you kidnapped him. What? No, I only took his camera. Thought I'd ransom it. But he ain't even back. Where is it now? The landlord tosses the bag over. Here it is. More trouble than it's worth. Now, if that is all you need from me, I must get back to my business. Why don't we check what's inside the bag, partner? Yeah. I would do the checking for you. You know, you have buttery fingers. Don't want you accidentally touching it. Looks like a camera with photos that Officer Carey took. Got some strange photos. Different places. I guess it's best we bring this to Buddy. Show him what real evidence is still. The landlord knew more than he claimed. Yet, photos that Officer Carey took suggest that we should investigate the bar, pawn shop, and tailor store. If we keep following Officer Carey's trail, we'll be sure to find him. The bar, the pawn shop, and tailors. Where did you go, Carey? Let's go. Buddy, you following? Yeah. Nice. An old bar that I'm used to. What can I get you, gentlemen? Your cooperation will be nice. 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒈. Do you recognize this man? Oh yeah, the cop. He's a regular nice guy. Helped us get Crazy Earl home the other day. When was this? About 3 days ago? We should see what this Earl guy knows. Hey, Earl. Get out. I don't like your kind. Our kind? The fuzz. I don't like the fuzz. Crazy Earl no longer wants to listen to you. Responds to whiskey. Hey, buddy, can you spot me some cash? Buddy takes a sip of his Cosmo. Oh, sorry, I spent it. Damn, I need to find some cash to buy some whiskey. Gotta make the guy talk somehow. Where the heck can I find some cash around here? Perhaps we can go back. We found that big wad of cash. I don't mind the landlord you borrowing it. This is mine now. We're confiscating this as evidence. Alright. A glass of your finest whiskey, sir. You betcha. Now look at that. If my disability can allow me to. Nice, fine whiskey. Earl might like this. Yeah, that's a good bottle of whiskey. Alright, Earl. Here you go. Alright, pal. Will this convince you? Detective waves around a fine glass of whiskey in front of the drunk. Oh, look at that we have here. Doc, what happened to Officer Carey? How am I supposed to know? Put me in that cab and left. Asshole didn't even pay the fare. That's it. He didn't say anything about the investigation. You mean all his talk about cufflinks and evidence was serious? Huh? Wait, what talk? When was this? A couple nights back. was going on about he was on something big. Look, I know nothing about jewelry, so I sent him to Rick's. He knows all about the fancy stuff. Rick? The pawn shop owner. Shouldn't you know this? He went with his other cop. And this drink is really good. Do you want some? Hey, do you know what this guy is on about? Ah, Crazy Earl seeing double again. Poor guy probably doesn't know what happened. What are you saying? Wait. I've seen you before. Yeah, I get that a lot. No, I mean, wait. Easy, friend. You've had a few. We're just trying to look for a man named Officer Carey. No, not from the bar. From somewhere else. That smile. You've got that same killer smile. Oh, geez, sorry about that. Huh? What the? Hey, Earl. You awake, bud? Whoa, Crazy Earl really did it this time. I'll take care of him. You boys take it easy, alright? Wasted again. That last bottle of whiskey probably brought him over the edge. That sound, you heard it? Yeah, heard him hit the floor. No, before that. Oh, no, sorry. Looks like we didn't get anything out of him. Where to now, partner? Let's head to the pawn shop. Looks like that's our next lead. Sounds good to me. Okay. Come on, let's get out of this graveyard or something. How's it going? If you were to make trouble, I'd rather you take your business elsewhere. I'm not. I'm looking for answers about missing person. You better get something to show me. I don't talk in good faith. Oh, maybe that cuffling you picked up back in the evidence room would jog my memory. Good idea. It's a nice jewel you got there. Yeah, thanks. Her name's Ruby, my pride and joy. Ruby? Why not Never mind. We'll be back. I've got all night. Alright. Let's go bring that cuffling back. Huh? What's this? Local man found dead outside bar. Daily Fumble. Wednesday, December 26, 1951. Patrons leaving Year Old's pub early Christmas morning discovered the body of Earl Grey, 51, a long-time Limbridge resident of Year Old pub regular. Limbridge police believe Mr. Grey died sometime after midnight. Authorities have not disclosed the cause of death, but one witness described finding him sitting upright with his neck bent like an L. The Limbridge Police Department confirmed that Detective Buddy O'Pal has been assigned to continue the investigation. Mr. Grey was last seen drinking outside Year Old pub bar and following two unknown men by nearby alleyway late Monday night. This is the same date as the first anniversary of the unsolved death dubbed the Chris Killings. Deaths occupied the Rock Street last year. Okay. Just like that. Just some... Whoa. Okay. Pawn shop owner murdered. The Daily Fumble. Friday, December 26, 1952. Pawn shop owner murdered. Rick Paul found dead in his pawn shop on Christmas Day. The Chris Killer case continues as the murderer has claimed yet another victim. Rick Pawn, 42, slightly attractive, found dead at the foot of his pawn shop at around December 25th, 1952. The snow stained with his blood, as his body shows 28 stab wounds. Yet another victim added to the count as Limbridge police fumbles their way to solving the case. This has to stop. The Egg's heads are doing their best to solve the case and gives the town Limebridge some peace, at last, says Sergeant Private Surge. Folks are scared as tension rise high as this killer is still on the loose. Oh. Wait. Man found dead in alley. Daily Fumble, Friday, December 26, 1952. Man found dead in alley. Local Limebridge police are investigating the death of an unidentified man discovered late Thursday night behind a row of small businesses on Burrock Street. There were no immediate signs of struggle or theft. His wallet and valuables were still on him, says Sergeant Private Surge. The deceased, believed to be his fronties, was described as well-dressed and wearing an expensive gold cuffling on his left sleeve. Investigators believe he may have been traveling through town. Authorities are asking anyone with information about missing person matching that description to contact Limebridge police. Taylor questions released. Well, we're gonna need a little more evidence. Yeah, let's take this cuffling back. The pawn shop owner might want it. Excuse me. Alright. Huh? Where is he? 5 bowls, all lined up like offerings. I wonder why Rick has this in first place. Why don't you take a walk back and see what we missed? Maybe fill these bowls up. Okay. What's this? Truth Seeker fills the bowls with belongings of victims past. A toast to 5. Here's to the first, the strangers dressed in rich accessories as evidence, name forgotten. 2. To the honest one who couldn't hold his drink or his tongue. 3. To the ones whose jewels are another man's trash. 4. To the fool whose proof never saw the light. 5. And finally, a toast to the same fool who followed the thread and walked into my web. What the devil? Yeah, I guess we're gonna need to collect all the evidence. And I think this does just fine. Also, plus I want a sip. Alright. You don't deserve this, you alcoholic. Yeah. How are we gonna solve this? Here's the 5. Here's the first. The strangers dressed in rich accessories. Evidence of name forgotten. To the honest one who couldn't hold a drink in his tongue. To the one whose jewels are another man's trash. To the fool whose proof never saw the light. And finally, a toast to the same fool who followed the thread, walked right into my web. I'm pretty sure this is an accessory. This is alcohol. Just that's it. And then a jewel. Nope, I don't want that. The jewel. The jewel. It's fine. Put the Chaos Emerald in there. And the evidence. Or at least what we could think of as evidence. Looks like that's 5, Detective. Buddy? You, Taylor. Local detective missing. Daily Fumble, Monday, December 29th, 1952. Local detective missing. Limbridge police are searching for an officer, Thomas Carey, 38, who was seen on the evening of Thursday, December 25th, while investigating the recent death of local pawn shop owner Richard Rick, pawn 42. So he was apparently our best and brightest. I guess not, Lamau, said Sergeant Private Sarge of Limbering Police. The Limbridge Police Department confirmed that Detective Buddy O'Pal has been assigned to continue the investigation. We've got to catch this sick bastard. Cold cut turkey, no strings attached, son of a female dog, see? Says Detective Pal. Inspect. Hello, Officer Carey. Are you here? Buddy! No. That's me. Oh no. And that is the truth you seek, Officer Carey. We couldn't find the killer because of your dear old buddy. Right, partner? Now, as for your payment, you will forever be bound by strings. Aw, it's now cold. Damn.